So today we're going to talk about native speaking. Part one is history. Do you like history? Why not? Yes. As a Vietnamese citizen, uh, I really enjoy Vietnamese history because Vietnam has experienced more than 1,000 years of fighting in order to for fighting for the independence, and that's why it was really very interesting. Uh, what historical period interests you the most and why? It was the 19th century to the 20th century, because in this period Vietnam was fighting the two most powerful countries in the world in order to not be colonized. Not only that, the dis- vigilance and the hard working of those soldiers and commanders in Vietnam that bring Vietnamese to the independence was wonderful. And every time I read about those books, I feel really enjoyed and very motivated. Are there any historical monuments or sites you like to visit and why? Yes, there's a monument for the greatest leader of Vietnam named Ho Chi Minh. He is it is located on the north of Vietnam. That's why I don't have any chance to visit. So in the future, if I have a chance, yes, I definitely would visit it at least once. Do you think it is essential for young people to learn about history? Yes. The reason why history is still being taught until now, not as a compulsory subject, is because it teaches children to pay respect to people who died for our independence and remember where they're from, where is their origin. How do you think technologies have impact the way we learn and understand history? Uh, with technologies, it can enhance our experience in teachings and studying. For example, the reason why a lot of students become boring about history lessons is because there's no interaction at all. Students have to remember those number of the years and name of those people. I'm pretty sure they haven't seen any image of them since their study. But with the technologies, they can actually travel to somewhere really far, like with the VR. They can go visit the monument, which within a distance, or they can watch some sceneries or short movie about those heroes who have, those legends and heroes who have died for our country. Part two: describe an exciting activity you have tried on the first time. For the first time. Oh right. So when I was in my secondary school, I haven't tried to get go to the internet cafe at all because it was strongly prohibited by my mother. But since I was really chaos at that time, and my friends who persuade me to go there at least one, we did spend some time playing there. But in the first time, I was very scared. That internet cafe was actually located inside a market. That's why I was wondering whether my mother can see my bicycle or not. But then everything changes. When I become familiar with this place, I was no longer fear my mother at all, and I spent a lot of time, like every day, every week, and every month. Even before the test, I would visit this place. Well, because in my house there are no kind of strong computer for me to play games, so obviously kids in my area, including me, all really enjoy playing the net. And at that time, My mother was kind of believe on me because she thought that I wouldn't ever dare to go to those places. But yeah, unfortunately, I was scared. Oh, and when I go to an internet cafe, it wasn't bad as Ma described it because there's no people smoking. Some of them was wear, but not too much. And actually, when I spend time for my entertainment, my productivity in study was great. That's why my mother haven't ever asked me about where I go, where not, or have I ever go to internet cafe. So for me, this was a very interesting activities, right? And for the first time, I was so much enjoying this. Uh, Part three. Why are some people unwilling to try new things? Well, this was kind of simple question because, in my opinion, those who scared of trying new things because they want to stay in their safe safe zone, they believe that if they change to something new, they would accidentally erect the regular curriculum, and they are not willing to deal with the new things. So, for example, many people who try to wake up early because they're scared that where would they wake up early this day, the following day will be terrible and they cannot maintain that productivity. That's why they're scared to uh, cut down their sleeping hours. Well, why are some people keep on doing dangerous activities? Like the first question, this is still simple because they find this interesting. A lot of people are hard to find those normal activities keen on and help them relax. With some people, dangerous activity was kind of scary and it push their cortisol a lot. However, with those who really enjoy this sport, well, these become a way that they entertainment and really actually chilling than feeling fear or dangerous at all. Do you think that children adapt to new things more easily than adults? Definitely. The reason is children have nothing to lose, especially when they are still live with their parents. Uh, they can adopt new things and find the best version of them. That's why it is easy for children to change new things. However, with the adults, they have to consider a lot before changing new thing, from their findings to the relationship around them, and finally the relationship in the family as well. That's why whenever talk about the innovation or changing, a children would be better than the adults.